So let me get this straight. Randy Pitchford, right? CEO of Gearbox, the literal face behind the Borderlands franchise, decided it was a good idea to claim that real fans will find a way to pay $80 for Borderlands 4. Mind you, this is coming from the same guy who now insists that he has no clue how much Borderlands 4 will even cost when it launches. Sure, Randy, you don't, huh? And yeah, I'm the Queen of England. But now, after getting flamed online, he's done what every exec does when their arrogance backfires. He posted an emotional novella of a tweet trying to backtrack, guilt trip, and somehow gaslight fans into thinking that they misunderstood him. Well, spoiler alert, guys, they didn't. Before we continue, if you're new to this channel, you're not subscribed yet, hit that subscription button for more content like this. We're on the road to 100,000 subscribers. We're going to roast Randy right here. His apology, and I use that term very loosely, is a very massive, unformatted wall of text that's in response to somebody basically clapping back at him after he said, this platform is wild, blah, 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 blah. This person says, I saw something crazy too. A CEO of Gearbox Software made players feel bad and alienated them for not wanting to pay $80 for his game. So here's his novella of a response. Look how big this is. It's not even formatted. Like, is this guy a lunatic? Is he legitimately psycho? He didn't even put paragraph breaks. He didn't even push like any like proper grammar. Holy moly. Dude, if I can have the cyberpunk meme right here, like the, hey, I'm not going to read all that, but I'm sorry that happened to you, or congratulations. That little meme, I'm going to post it right here. But yeah, this is a massive unformatted wall of text that reads like it's a breakdown, like a literal crash out in real time. He rambles about how he didn't mean to imply anything offensive, that he doesn't want games to cost more, and how he's just a humble artist, right? Trying to spread joy. Give me a break. Gag me with a spoon, dude. So let's go ahead and break it down, guys. Right off the bat, he says there was a misunderstanding in that first sentence. Because, of course, it's never what they say. It's always what you heard wrong, guys. As a gamer, it's always what you have heard wrong, what you've done wrong. It's a classic corporate maneuver, and he claims he only responded to a fan worried about an $80 price tag for the Nintendo Switch 2 version of the game, and that he was trying to reassure them by telling them that if they were a real fan, they'd just suck it up and buy it anyway. So yeah, guys, that's real reassuring. We saw the response and the backlash from it. But here's the kicker, guys. He admits that $80 pricing is where the industry is headed. And sure, yeah, Nintendo's doing it. Sony's probably going to do it. Xbox is probably doing it. It's no hidden secret. But the way that he responded in such a smug way is what caused him the issues, all right? We know it's coming. We got expansion packs. We got microtransactions, cosmetic bundles. At this point, they might even start charging us for mini maps. You know, they've monetized every single part of a game that is supposed to be an essential feature, and now they want more, guys, because apparently record high profits, the gaming industry's always saying they're making record profits, just isn't enough anymore. And then in his whole soliloquy, monologue, whatever you want to call his whole massive response, he shifts into a full starving artist mode, saying that he wants gamers to know that he wants games to be affordable so that everyone can experience the joy, right? It's always oh, well, I want everything to be affordable and kumbaya and all this other nonsense. Meanwhile, Gearbox, who he's the CEO of, is backed by the Embracer Group. Right? One of the most aggressively profit-driven corporations in the gaming world. You're not exactly scraping by, Randy, when you're saying that. So he even drops a classic guilt trip line in here saying that, remember, real people make these games. Cool. All right, cool. You know who else is real? Your customers, your consumers, the people that buy your games. You want respect and empathy from them? Well, how about try giving some back, huh? And this whole, we're just trying our best routine, it doesn't land, you know, that great when you're also subtly blaming them for reacting to exactly what you said, which was that whole bullcrap that got us here in the first place. So look, the fans aren't buying it, buddy. All right, they're tearing his post apart in the replies. If you go into the replies, they're toasting him. They're toasting him. All of his replies, everything about it is just nuts. Okay, and I think he's not gonna be able to get away from this rock and a hard place that he's put himself in. One user in here by the name of Anthony straight up eviscerated him. They pointed out how this wasn't just a poor choice of words, it was a deliberate attempt to manipulate the conversation and shift blame away from a greedy pricing model, and that the apology just wasn't damage control, it was also ego control. There was another person by the name of Amber who hit the nail on the head, saying that they'll treat the people who make entertainment like real people when they start treating consumers like real people. And that's it right there, honestly. Studios want all the empathy with none of the accountability. And Pitchford's post wasn't about explaining, guys. It was about dodging accountability, dodging responsibility. He even tried to say he's grateful and honored to bring joy to people. As if anyone's going to forget that just a few days ago, he was basically telling them that they weren't real fans unless they shelled out $80. That's not how this works, guys. So bottom line, this is a CEO who said something arrogant. He got called out for it, and instead of owning it, he tried to dress it up in a flowery kumbaya language and play the victim. We're supposed to believe that he doesn't know the price of the game that he's in charge of? That's either dishonesty or incompetence. Take your pick. I say both. So don't fall for the theatrics, guys. Borderlands 4 is going to be $80. It's going to be packed with extra monetization. And executives like Randy are already preparing their spin for why you should feel guilty about calling it out. And don't feel guilty. You control your wallet. Don't let anybody shame you for not buying a game or not supporting something, because at the end of the day, this isn't about misunderstandings. It's about a gaming industry that keeps asking more while giving less to us and acting like you're the problem when their games flop. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below, guys. I would love to hear what you guys have to say. What do you think about this damage control apology? Do you think Randy is in over his head? Do you think there's no coming back from this? Did this ruin Borderlands 4 for you? It kind of ruined Borderlands 4 for me as well. I think I'm tapping out. I'll wait to get this game on sale, which inevitably is coming out September. I would say by the holiday, we'll see a price drop for sure. Again, executives always try to talk and always say these things, and they end up always shoving their foot in their mouth, and it never does them good. Why don't you just worry about entertaining your gamers, right? Anyways, guys, drop that like. Drop that comment. Subscribe if you haven't. I will see you in the next video, guys. I appreciate it. Have a good day. Peace out.